Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now it's been a minute, but we're putting a video out. Wanted to kind of do a little intro here, big channel change. Not a huge one, but as most of you know that have been with me for a while, usually I kind of build stuff out of junk and repurpose the old tractors and do a lot of farm tractor repair and different stuff, some welding, whatnot, and all that. But I've mentioned doing some scrapping. I've done it since I've had a driver's license, and a lot of people were interested in it. So I'm gonna start filming it. And some of you might remember this old building. This is where I first started on YouTube. This is the old shop. I finally got it cleaned, and this is now the scrap shack, so to speak. And going to be doing some videos in here, and going to start with this for the video. We'll start tearing these things down. Brass shower valves. And but recently just got this all going, and it was a mess, big mess. But I got sick of this kind of crap over at my good shop. You know, this way I can keep the projects and builds over there, and all this stuff can come over here, and all this disaster can stay on this side. It makes it a lot easier to do your projects and building, because you ain't fighting your junk. When you go scrapping, anybody that does it knows it's a mess. So quick tour. This thing's like 20 by 30, and just kind of cleaned it up. Like I said, we got fans to scrap and got this coming up. I'm actually going to start filming some of this stuff. The old bench used to be here. Yes, I still love my Cobalts. I'm still running them, using them. I love them. I've got 2 sets of these, and I brought one over here for using over here. And I know someone's going to ask about these pull towels or pulley 2.0s or whatever. I recently discovered this in a 12-volt line. These are awesome, and they got tons of tools available in that platform. And the best part, that battery fits multiple brands, and I'm going to do a video on that, so stay tuned for that, and I'll cover that. But I like the 12-volt stuff for like appliances and stuff. They're half the weight of these 24 volts, and you know, you're tearing a lot of stuff down for hours at a time. It's kind of nice. But anyway, I got a couple of them batteries charging, got that going. So enough of that. I know you guys want to see some scrapping, so I'll get the camera set up and we'll start on these. These are basic bath shower valves. They're solid brass pretty much. I took one apart. You can kind of see they're 90% brass, a little red brass, and a little clip in there. But I'll show you how to tear one of these down. We'll do a weight on them, and if you can pick these up, you know, they're a pretty good source of brass. They're solid. So another one example, brushless impact, takes the same battery as that pull towel, so we'll be using that today. So let me set this up, and bear with me a minute. Oh yeah, I know someone's going to mention this too. Oh, floors rotted, windows out. There was I don't know, kind of a kitchen vanity thing for a work shelf at one time, and the rats got in there and destroyed that floor. So that'll be a winter project. It ain't hurting nothing now. It's 90-some degrees and it's hot. So we'll fix that later. All right, I think that's a good view for everybody. So let's just start. Not much to it. You'll need one of them. But basically, got 3 screws on top. We'll take that out. Get that out. Get it to there. Break it loose. Unscrews. You get some junk. So, trash. And take your piece back. Turn it the other way. Screws that back out. And you'll do the same thing on this side. Hope that's in the view there. So just unscrew these things. get your crescent back on there. Get a hold of it, go the other way, goes right out. Almost right out, you go all the way. There we go. There's those two. Then, needle nose, you got one little clip. Like I said, that's red brass, I'm pretty sure. I filed it. Just unscrew this. This part's kind of long-winded. It goes and it goes and it goes and it goes, and then it finally will come out. And you got a little old plastic deal in there that's going to pop out too. So, there's that. And you got to get that off, which that just pushes forward. And that's all trash. Got some kind of grease on it. And you got a little bit of copper there, but it's also soldered. So I don't know, and it's soldered there. So that's up to you if you want to mess with that or not. I'm probably just going to break mine off and clean it and send a little bit of copper with the brass. I'm not going to mess with it. And we got one more here, the big one. Oh, come on. Kind of tough. And you got that, which I will probably have to do this on the concrete floor, but we'll give it a shot. Hey, come off. How about that? Just whack it with a hammer, it's crimped on, it'll come right off. So, there's that. And there's what you got. Alright, pause the video. After getting down to the last one, I found a lot easier way to do it, so I'm going to show you the easiest way to do this. I'm on the last one, so let me set the camera up. Found a whole lot easier system than the first time I showed you, which is the way it goes. The more you tear down, the more you learn. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't shake you too bad. Alright, a little easier with 2 impacts if you got them. So, I remember what I said. Nanway pull towel. This one's brushless, this one's brushed. They both take the same battery. But anyway, like I said, pretty good budgets. That's 40 bucks, 60 bucks for the door. But anyway, forget how I showed you the first time. This is very easy. Pull this pin out. Like I said, I filed that. Pretty sure it's red brass. Pull this out. You don't have to unscrew it. Most last ones I did was threaded, so I thought this one was. Wasn't paying attention. And break that off. And of course, pop your little rubber out of there. Try not to get poked in the skin here, but real simple. Pop that off. Turn around. Pop that one off. Ta-da! Okay, same thing here. 14 millimeter. Take that. Comes right out. Then take your impact or switch your bit. Go like that. Same way. Whoops. Go like that. And then same deal. Pop your rubber off. Simple, simple. Same thing with these two. Pop them off. And it does help if you go towards the little end with these. Just pop right off. So there's those. Throw them in my brass bin. That one over here. May or may not be dirty. And then this one. Just take. Do like that. Pull it out. Take your hammer and hit right there. Right under the brass. Now pop right out. So, do it off camera for a second. And, hey, voila. That in the steel pile. Oh, look, I even knocked the rubber off when I did it. So, simple, simple. And you got a clean shower valve. Way easier than the first time. So, there's brass, and it's all done. That right there. So, hang on just a second. This stupid thing's just about, my camera's getting a little weak on me. There we go. Keep her charging. Oh, that's what you got. In for the weight. Get here where I can get with you. We can see. Kind of hard to see that. Is it working? No. Don't tell me it ain't gonna work now. I'm telling you folks, it's hot. It's messing with stuff too. There we go. Okay. Oh. Didn't realize I had that on there. Okay. You got that. You got all these little pieces. And this one, tell you what, hold on. Let's just go ahead and see if I can break this off. Yeah. And some places may or may not dirty brass with that. I don't know. We're going to weigh it. So, let's see. Okay, 2 pounds, 3.9 ounces. I don't know, let me see if you can see that in the camera. 2 pounds, 3.9 ounces. And someone's probably gonna say something about the rubbers. They're not a big deal. They don't weigh nothing. So I'm gonna clean them up and pop them off when I do the others. I had 11 of these. If you don't have, I highly suggest getting these little 4-piece pick sets. There's different ends on them at Harbor Freight. You know, they're not, but you got 4 different ones here. And you can get a 4-piece set for $2. I mean, you kind of need them. A lot of this plumbing stuff has rubbers on it, but it's nothing. You just get under it, pop it, it's off. So, I mean, pretty simple. Simple, 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 simple. Simple if you don't drop it. Okay. So, very simple. The 2 pounds, 3 ounces, I think that's what we said, wasn't it? Yeah. 2 pounds, 3.9 ounces. So, there you go. Very simple. And like I said, check with your yard. Some of them are kind of finicky with solder in it and brass, copper. I don't know. They might call it dirty brass because of the solder. Some might take it as clean once you get the rubbers off, which they'll be off when I take mine. So, but I'll probably leave them separate just to see. As always, call and see who's got the best price. Because this is work. Let me get this camera on. This is work. You might as well get all you can get. So I bought 11 of these for $11. I give, just standing there, I bought them. And they weigh over 2 pounds. At $2 a pound, they're $4 a piece. So that's kind of how I get my stuff. A lot of times at auctions, I'll buy huge lots of junk or something like that, because I don't have the luxury that a lot of these scrappers got, where you can drive around and pick up stuff out of the dumpsters. And a lot of people around here scrap, so you really can't get a lot, like putting cards out, because about everybody scraps. So I mean, it's just kind of a hard pickings, but that way is how I usually get mine, or buy something for parts, get my parts, junk it out if I get it cheap enough. And that's kind of what you do. So stay tuned. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. I've got motors, air conditioners. We got these fans I picked up. That was another auction deal. Huge lot of fans for little or nothing. So I picked them up. And like I said, that's kind of how I get my stuff. And we'll get into that. We're going to tear them down. I know someone's probably going to freak out because it says Honda. Well, guess what? They don't mean nothing to me. They're locked up. Carburetors are missing. Parts are missing. They're old ones. They're just G300, 400, the G, not the GX series. I don't care. You can buy new parts cheaper, and I can ship them off eBay or Amazon. So not even going there. We're going to scrap them for aluminum and whatnot. So hopefully you like this video. There will be more. I know usually we dig stuff out of the junk pile and put it together and build stuff, which I have some builds coming too. Stay tuned. Wood splitter's done. It's been done. I got to make a video of that, of it running, the one I built, and the processor, get it going. And I also am going to make a few tools and make this scrapping life a little bit easier. I've done got the parts off stuff I've robbed, and I will explain that in a video, one for a stator wrecker. So kind of tear down the motors and get the copper out a lot easier. So hopefully you liked this scrapping video. More to come. We're going to do it. A lot of people had a lot of interest in it on the channel. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. Don't cost nothing. And I guess that's it. So catch you on the next video. Bye.